And that's what we need to do now. Take people who are good at whatever they are, fast track in some part of your organization, and give them the skills and competencies to be good at knowledge management. But even then, with all you can do, you can't make anybody the perfect person to be a chief knowledge officer. No one can have all of those skills and competencies, so they need to know what they're going to need to know and staff the rest of their team with the things where they have that weakness. We don't like to call them weaknesses, but it's where there's a gap between what needs to be done and what that one person might have. You're right on with that, and we spend a lot of time and effort covering that point. Excellent. Thank you.
The weaknesses are actually alterables.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Could you say again?
The weaknesses are actually the clue to the alterables. You build the strength on strength in the team.
Oh, well, I'm really for strength on strength. In fact, there's a book that we talk about in Personal KM, Now Focus on Your Strengths. And I think that's a very powerful book, and I strongly recommend it to everyone. I don't have the name of the author, but it came out in 2001. I don't have time to go into it now, but I'm really motivated about that, focusing on your strengths. Don't worry about your weaknesses. Focus on your strengths. That's going to give you the competitive advantage. Others?
Any questions? Anybody else? Mumbai, Udaipur?
All together.
Okay, then I guess we can wrap up if there are no questions.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, especially Douglas. You had to wake up really early to get there. And thank you, all the participants. It's been fantastic, at least from our side. We'd like to get a quick, feedback on what did you feel about this format. Would you come again if we had something like this?
I think the learnings.
Yeah. I mean, just shout out, we'll hear. Do like the assembly.
Okay. Hattie, that was very good. Thanks very much. And thank you, Douglas, and thanks to all the other participants from everywhere.
Well,
great experience for me. I enjoyed it and would love to do it again.
And thank you for the opportunity of having me speak to you all.
Yeah, I was just going to add in jest that maybe we can have some beer next time.
Yeah, hold this.
I'm into Indian Pale Ale.
Harriet, you will get a suggestion mail which you can broadcast to all. I will send you that in the next 24 hours.
Okay, thank you.
For me, this has been a very practical introduction to knowledge management.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A very practical introduction.
It's on now.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Chandigarh saying something?
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot. Good job.
Well, just to give you a quick idea, we will be having more of these programs, and starting the 30th, right? We have, all of you have a little package with our next courses coming up, the KM Fundamentals and the Advanced KM Fundamentals and the KMP Certification Program. We'd encourage all of you, now that you have the KM Imperative, the seed planted, we'd like you to support this program and sponsor your respective people from your organizations. We plan to have this and other formats, the video conference, the blended learning. Douglas is going to be in India on the 30th of January. Maybe any of you would like to get in touch with him. You could do that. He'll be in Bangalore. Stay in touch with us. Look at what's happening on KM Institute India and kminstitute.org and Reliance Web World. And now that we've tested this format, I look at it particularly as the ultimate infrastructure for knowledge sharing. All of us, as Douglas said, we all have to meet each other. We know each other. Once we've established that and got past that, this is an amazing infrastructure for us to use for training, as well as for you in your own organizations. Thank you so much for coming. And Mr. Chaudhary might have to say anything. Good night.
Fine. Thank you. I can just thank Douglas, and it was enjoyable. We liked staying back till now, and I was more keen here, of course, to know what you tell us, and also to see how this format works out. And our experience in Mumbai has been that it looks good.
Well, I have a few comments. One is I have to rethink where the camera is. I just noticed that I've been looking down, it seems. I don't know whether you've noticed that. That's because the camera's sitting way up high in this site.
That's
so
right.
In the future, I'd want to put that camera.
No, he was fine.
No,
No, Douglas was fine. He was not looking up.
Well, like right now, I look like.
Right.
Don't I look like I'm looking down?
You
Maybe
were
we
fine,
could
Douglas,
improve this
you
slide
were because-
projection.
I thought it was just the difference in latitude.
That was a nice one. That's Dr. Watson.
Those are just
No,
minor. I think.
if you want eye contact, you have to look up at the camera directly.
I know.
That's fine, yeah.
Which
I was going to
is just
tell you
something
that
I have to start
later.
playing with. And the other thing is how to get more interaction. We have to work on that because
Yeah, we'll have to
have
plan the
an-
time for that because we had just so much time. It was sort of lecture mode. We'd love to schedule
right,
and
right.
redesign our program so that we have a lot more interaction in future.
Right. And I think that will add a great richness to it when people can work on a little exercise and then we have some dialogue between us. I'm looking forward
And
to
maybe
it.
going forward, we'd love to develop some interactive either games or something and use some of the technology. Some of the workshop exercises that we have can quite easily be translated for this modem. It's a little bit of work and I think we can get started on that.
And do
Great.
a blended learning part. You also get something on the course. The e-learning part
Yes.
for VC.
Yes, as Mr. Chaudhary just said, there'll be e-learning, there'll be probably down the line we'll have videos that you can watch and come to so that we can spend more time in the interaction. You can see some of the material, read some of the material.
Yeah. I think that would be an excellent idea to combine. It's kind of a blended solution where there's a little study ahead of time and then we focus in. Yeah, excellent. But somehow I'm going to have to get used to this camera. Because I keep on looking
Now,
at
you did
Right.
fine, Douglas.
Very good. You're very good for a first shot. This was fantastic.
Douglas, you did very well.
And so
Okay.
the participants, because it's not easy to have so many people, interacting and have some kind of order. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good night. See you
Thank you.
again.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Good night.
Have a nice day, Douglas.
Uday? Uday, you got my message?
Not yet. I didn't see my.
You got
I think I
Rajneesh?
just saw-
No, you got Rajneesh's details?
Wish the
No,
I didn't get your acknowledgement, that's why.
I didn't get it.
Narayan,
I've sent it to Yahoo to the 2004.
Yes, Harriet, I'm with you.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank
I'll
you.
take your new ID from Harriet.
Okay. I sent it in my email, Venkat. My number.
Yeah, do that.
Narayan.